Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Madeline, or you can call me Maddie. So today I just wanted to talk about, by the name of this title, you can already assume what I'm going to talk about. I used to work at Forever 21. It wasn't like the regular Forever 21 stores. Forever 21 Red, which is like, wow, I worked there and I don't even know what the hell, like, I don't even know what the hell the red stands for, but I worked there. So I applied back in like June of 2018, like early June 2018, and then I got a call for an interview. And after the interview, which was like, it was really weird because they didn't ask any like questions about like my work ethic or anything, or like, you know, like how are you with like clothes or customers or anything. They didn't ask me anything like that. They were just like, when are you available? Why are you leaving your last job? Blah blah blah. Which I wasn't leaving my last job. I was just getting a second job. So I did the interview and then I got hired June 25th. But I did not start working there until after the 4th of July. Like, literally the week after the 4th of July. Which was weird because they were like, yeah, your starting date is June 25th. But I didn't start working until July, which is weird. But anyways, I got a call or like a text or something. So like, hey, can you set up like your schedule or whatever, for like when you want to work or when you want to come in for training and stuff like that. You get paid for training too. So I'm like, okay, bet, like training is fun. So I go in like the next day. So I got that text on a Monday and I went in the next day on a Tuesday. And I go in and everything is like, it's like weird. Like you're starting a new job and you're just like you just feel this sense of like displacement. You're just like, okay, this is a new place. I'm not really used to it. So I guess I'll like do whatever. Okay. So I think they scan my thumb for like a thumbprint to clock in and stuff. So they do that and then they take me to the break room and they're like, oh, this is the break room. You can use this. You get 2 10-minute breaks and 1 30-minute break if you work 6 hours. If you work 5 hours, you get like 1 10-minute break. So I'm like, okay, you know, that's cool, whatever. So I'm getting ready to train. They bring me back up to the front where the cash register is and they're like, this is our clipboard. Every time you come in, there'll be like responsibilities and stuff, like next to your name. So for example, it'll be like Madeline and then it'll be like fitting room or sale or, you know, plus or something like that. So I'm like, okay, that's cool. So like, when are we gonna train, I guess? Because, you know, my other job that I work at, Wegmans, I work as a cashier at Wegmans as well. They trained us for like, I would say they trained us from 11 in the morning to 7 at night. And each day was like something different. And it was for like 5 days. It was for like 5 days, or 4 or 5 days of training, like pure just training. Forever 21. So he wasn't even a manager. He was like a, I don't know what okay. If he watches this, I honestly don't care. But he was like one of those people who like acts like they're a manager, but like, bro, you only get paid like 25 cents more than me. But anyways, so yeah, so he went around and he was like, okay, like when you want to when you're cleaning up like a little section of the store, or wherever you're assigned to, you just like straighten up the hangers. So you like do this, you do this to the hangers, like put clothes back on them, put them the right way, blah blah blah. And that's it. Like, that's all you got to do when it comes to cleaning. Next, there's blending. So if you don't know where something is, or it doesn't have like an exact spot, you just put it behind something else, and that's it. Just put it behind something else, and like make sure that it looks like it belongs there. So I'm like, okay, cool, this is my training. So then he's like, okay, you can fold t-shirts and sweaters whatever way you want to. And then he taught me like 3 ways to like fold pants and jeans and stuff. And then he was like, okay, we're done. And I was like, huh? What? Huh? Like, that's my training? Are you serious? So, you know, like, just working there, and just on that first day, I wasn't even an hour into my shift, my first shift, and I could already tell, like, this place is this place is on some BS, because it already seems like it's unorganized. Like, I was supposed to literally get paid for like just the training, like teach me how to do all this stuff, but it was like my training was literally half an hour, and that was it. So, you know, time goes by, and I believe it was like in the middle of July, all of a sudden hours are starting to get cut. Like, cut. Like, I would work, you would work a 6-hour shift and it would get cut to like 4 hours, like out of nowhere. And one day, let me tell you, because I did not want to cuss somebody out so bad, but I kept my cool because I'm like, I need this money. So my shift was scheduled from like from 4 to 10. One day, I will talk about my schedule a little bit later, like after this story. But so I worked a 4 to 10, and so, you know, I get there right on time. I'm like, you know, 15 minutes early, blah blah blah. I go and clock in at 4 o'clock. Then I come, like, go to my section, and the store manager is like, what are you doing here? And I'm like, huh? I'm working. You told me to come here and work. And she was like, you didn't get my text? And I'm like, no, I didn't. She was like, well, you're supposed to be here at 6, not 4. And I'm like, I didn't get a text at all. And then she was like, well, next time, make sure that we have your right contact information. And I'm just like, first of all, do not talk to me like that. Like, she had me twisted, because the thing is, you know, when they're like short people or whatever, like whatever shifts, she texts me and asks me if I can come in on some of those days, and you know what my answer is? No. So I know you have my right contact information, but the thing is that she sent it in a group chat, and you know that just does not work out. Like, if you're gonna tell me to come in at a different time, tell me, like, individually through text, because, like, you have my number. It's the right number. You've texted me before. Don't come at me like I just ignored your text and, like, I just decided to. You trust me, if I knew that I was supposed to come in at 6, I would have came in at 6, because I don't want to be there. I don't want to be there. So that's one story. But talking about my schedule, so my schedule was pretty, like, like open, like I had an open availability, because last summer I was just like, I do not want to work at like men's like this summer. I'm tired of it, and like whatever. So that's why I applied to Forever 21. So the only day that I had scheduled from like that I put down I'm available from 4 to 10 was on a Friday. Like every Friday I was available from 4 to 10. So literally I'm getting scheduled from 4 to 10, like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, back to back, like back to back to back, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 4 to 10, 4 to 10, 4 to 10. And I'm just like, the only day that I put down is Friday. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong, like I'm still gonna come in and work, but I'm just like, if my only day was Friday, like I should have probably like, you know, like, yo, what's up with the schedule or whatever. So after that little confrontation with my manager, I was just like starting to feel like I really don't want to work here anymore. Like, the discount is shitty. The managers are shitty. The only thing cool about working here is my coworkers. Shout out Jason, and Amy, and Anna, and Rachel, and Brianna. That's pretty much it. Yeah, like I was just so over it. Like, they hired like a good chunk of us around the time that I got hired. They hired a good chunk of us, and literally there's only like one person left who still works there, like today, like to this day. Like we all left, because the thing about working retail is just like it's really, your managers make your experience, like the organization needs to be on point. Like, people need to know what they're doing and what they're talking about. But in order for you to know what you're talking about and what you're doing, you need to be trained properly, and you need to be around good vibes and good attitudes. So I just decided, like, it was like the beginning of August, middle of August, beginning of August. I just decided, like, I'm gonna put in my 2 weeks. I'm gonna put in my 2 weeks, because a lot of people were telling me, like, you need to just quit, like, just quit. But I'm like, no, because like I want to have like a good record, you know. And stupid me went up to the assistant manager and was like, I'm putting in my 2 weeks. And she was like, okay. So, you know, I'm expecting like, you know, a full 2 weeks of work, and then I'm off the schedule. So I check the because they post the schedules like, I believe like 2 weeks ahead or something. So yeah, so I tell the assistant manager that I'm putting in my 2 weeks, and she's like, yeah, okay, that's fine. So I go and check the schedule. The next week's schedule is up, and I'm on it. Like, I have like 3 days. But then the week after that schedule is out, and remember, I put in my 2 weeks, so, you know, I'm supposed to have work. Next week, the week after that next week, I was off the schedule. I was not there. And I was just like, what? What? Are you kidding me? And so many people were like, see, told you, you should have just quit. Like, you should have just stopped showing up. And I'm just like, no, I'm not gonna do that, because, like, you know, it's just not a good look. It's not a good look. I'm never the type of person to just stop showing up. Like, I'll either quit or, you know. So I'm just like wondering, like, what is going on? Like, why was I just taken off the schedule? And the store manager was like, oh, like, you put in your 2 weeks? I thought you were just quitting. And I was like, no. No, I'm putting in my 2 weeks. But it was already like, by the time she came up to me, it was already the week after I put in my 2 weeks. And it was like, literally, it was my last day, I believe. And she was like, yeah, well, I mean, if you want to work next week, you can. And I'm like, doesn't look like I want to work. I don't want to work here anymore. I should have just stopped showing up, but you know, sometimes like you need to like put an end to something, because if you just like say like, okay, I'm gonna just like stop showing up on this day, but then the day comes and you're just like, no, I'm gonna go because I need money, blah blah blah. No, I need to like put myself on the schedule. Like, this is when I'm quitting. Like, I'm not gonna just stop showing up. This is when I'm quitting. This is my last day, blah blah blah. So yeah, that was my experience at Forever 21. I mean, I like the fact that I was around like fashion, and I mean, even though it's fast fashion, but I was, you know, around fast fashion and you know, looking at visuals, and I, you know, especially love the plus size section, because you know, I see what they put together on mannequins, and it's actually not bad looking. I mean, definitely could be better, but you know, there's so many different kinds of people who come into the store who, you know, are looking for things, who are like, oh, like, I have this event coming up, can you help me look for something that's of my taste? And you find exactly what they're looking for, and they're just so happy. But oh, another thing, I would always, like, when I would have like earlier shifts, sometimes like if it was like morning or like early afternoon shifts, I would see like like older men and like younger girls together all the time. I would see them together all the time, like different kinds, and I'm just like, is that a sugar daddy? Like, it's, but because like these men were just, it was that's either her sugar daddy or her actual dad, because they would literally just follow this girl around the store, like, and like the girl would just like put clothes, like this is what I want, this is what I want, this is what I want, and they would just like be holding on the clothes, go up to the cash register and buy everything. I'm just like, wow. That should be me. So yeah, that was my experience at Forever 21 as a sales associate. I didn't get trained on the cash register until literally like the week before my last day. I didn't get trained on the cash register until then, which is fine, because I would much rather be like on the floor than behind the register, because that was crazy. Never. So yeah, I mean, I guess if you're looking for whether or not you should apply to Forever 21 or like work there, I would just say it's important for you to know like how retail works, because that was my first time working like actual retail. I work at a grocery store, which is like way different than working at a like retail clothing store. But just like have a general understanding of customer service, of like retail, like what you need to do, the do's and don'ts. And yeah, I mean, if you're into clothes and you like 10% discounts, go ahead. Go ahead and apply to Forever 21. I really hope you get it. And I hope you get something good out of your experience. For me, what I got out of it was, besides the good paychecks, good-ish paychecks, you know, I got to meet some great people, got to work with some great people, and just kind of got to step out of my shell a lot more and be more interactive with people just in general than just being like a cashier at a grocery store and like, you know. But yeah, that's about it. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, like, and comment, and hit the notification bell, because I know I say this every video, but I definitely want to start posting a lot more. And I have like a ton of ideas. So with that being said, thank you for watching and have a great and wonderful day.